What's up, y'all? Empresario here, back at you once again in another video. I hope all is well with you today. In this video, let's discuss how the ones who can't stand you are watching you the most. If you feel like you are a chosen one, I'm pretty sure you probably have some enemies in this world. These are people who can't stand you, but they're watching and clocking your every move. They're watching and they're listening to everything you say. They have allowed themselves to become addicted to being triggered by you because as they watch you, they already know that's all that's going to happen by watching you, but they still keep watching you anyway. These people are kind of like, you know how the police will sit on the side of the road somewhere or just kind of off in the cut where nobody can really see them so that they can watch people ride by. They are watching with their little speed gadget thing. And as people ride by, if they catch somebody going too fast, they will hurry up and get behind them and give them a speeding ticket. That's kind of how these people are. They go ahead and sit on the sidelines and watch how fast or slow you are going in your life. And if they're watching you and you just start going too fast in your life, you start having too much success or being too happy, that's when they pop out and try to ruin your life. You would think only people who like you or love you will be the ones watching you. And they do, but they're not the only ones. The people who hate you are the ones who are watching you the most. Many of them are planning some type of evil scheme to do something bad to you. That's why they watch you so much. These used to be some of your people, but they switched up on you. They traded on you just to become a stalker. You no longer even be worried about these people and what they are doing, where they're at. You don't really care, but they still weirdly care about you and watch every single thing you do. You could just be expressing yourself, or you could even just be speaking generally, but everything you say or do is a problem. They get triggered because they keep thinking you're talking about them and they want you to leave certain things off limits. You can even post a picture, and if you are smiling in the picture, they'll even get mad and triggered at that because you're smiling. They don't want you to be smiling. They're watching to see when are you going to be miserable. They only want to see you miserable so they can laugh and finally put a smile on their balled up faces and get some type of satisfaction. These people are on to everything you do like white on rice. It's mainly because they're on such a emotional roller coaster in regards to you. Sometimes these people just keep going back and forth, up and down with how they feel about you. There are times they find themselves liking you again, but most of the time they don't. They can't stand you most of the time. A part of them is mad because they can no longer sit beside you like some of them may have been able to do in the past. They don't have that type of access and be able to just spend whatever type of time with you anymore. They can't do that now, so they just watch you from afar. I'm telling you, nobody watches you more than the people who can't stand you the most, the people who hate you the most, the people who stabbed you in your back the hardest, the people who tried to break you down to your lowest. Oftentimes, many of the things you do are being seen by the people who don't like you first. Like that's your first views. That's the first people who see your video, the first people who see your story or your picture or whatever it is. It's them, along with people who may be conspiring with them. And some of those people are people who your enemies have turned against you. These are people who once didn't even have a problem with you. They only have a problem with you now because of your enemies and the lies that they told on you. You probably have no clue what is even going on with these people. No clue unless God put something in your face about them for you to see, or unless somebody else comes and tells you information that you didn't even ask for. That's the only way you get an update about them. Otherwise, you wouldn't know because you could care less. You've been so busy focusing on yourself, focusing on God, focusing on your future, and they still are struggling to accept the facts. The facts are they're never going to like what they see. They won't like it because the better you are doing or the happier you are, the more angry they become. Sure, the people who are cool with you, people who like you, they may watch you, but they are nowhere near as obsessed as the people who don't like you. Nobody watches you more than these people. There's just something about you that makes you more interesting than them watching TV. But see, the thing about it is, if they knew they wanted to be involved with you in some way forever, then they should have valued you while you were in their lives. But they didn't. They betrayed you and backstabbed you. But they probably didn't even know that they would keep caring as much as they do. Many of them are only finding this out now. As you continue living your life unfazed and unbothered, your level of unbotheredness often humbles them because they swore up and down you would be more interested and involved in whatever they are doing. They mistakenly thought that you would be just as much as obsessed with them as they are with you. And they want to be unbothered just like you, but for some reason they just can't. You was cool with them until you found out they wasn't cool with you. Until you found out they were a hater. Until you found out some of them were even jealous of you. Even if some of them are remorseful about whatever they did to you, they still don't know how to be happy for you because every time they watch you, they still keep getting triggered. This is how it is for them because they have earned that position and title outside of your life. That title is an enemy, a op, a hater. They are now recognized by you as someone who cannot be trusted. And even though you know they still exist, you don't even see them anymore. You're not interested. They lost you when they did whatever they did, and now you don't even care. You may have been so loyal to them until they showed you that wasn't a good idea. And now these are the very people that are watching every single thing you do. When they had access to you, they weren't watching you this much. But now that that access has been revoked, you're all they watch. You are on their minds day in and day out. They watch you as they are impatiently waiting on any type of update or just even anything they can assume by constantly watching you. They keep tabs on you even when you are doing the most simplest, the most mundane, regular life stuff. Certain things you may be doing, simple stuff that you would think they wouldn't care or they wouldn't be looking, but that's the time when they be watching you the most. They wish they could predict your next move, but they can't, so they just stay tuned in. They still watch you, even if it's been a pretty long time since you dealt with them or however you were involved with them, you still on their radar because they have turned into some monitoring spirits. They are keeping track of every bit of progress that they notice. You are their favorite person that they hate but keep watching. They keep a close eye on you because they feel like they may eventually figure you out and they want to know everything about you that they can. These people are a fan without even realizing they are a fan. Since they don't like you, they don't want to look at it that way, but they really are. You are keeping these people who don't like you entertained and inspired without even trying. And it's so hard for them to get you off their minds because of how much they watch you. They won't stop watching you because you are someone that no one can forget. For a personal one-on-one session with me or to donate to me in the channel, all that information will be down below in the description box of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back soon. Peace.